Let me tell you the truth that nobody tells you. You do not need a camera to start a YouTube channel in 2026. In fact, if you're waiting to have a sub box, you're waiting to have a mirrorless camera, and you don't have thousands of dollars, you're going to wait too. But the plan is to start now, right? But you know what? I got you. Hi guys, my name is Benecia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I create content around lifestyle, beauty, vlogs, and so many more. Okay, so do well to subscribe and click on the notification button to get notified whenever I upload a video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about beginner friendly YouTube equipment. So if you're someone, you just came into the space, YouTube, you're newbie in YouTube, and you're confused of what equipment to start with, and you don't want to break the bank, this video is for you. So I want you to watch to the very end. While watching, endeavor to jot down the point because it's going to be very, very helpful. So let us dive into what I have come here to do. So I'm looking downwards. I have my laptop here with, oh, ignore that mark. I peeled it off. I have my laptop here with me. So the first thing you need to have is your phone. Okay, your phone is very important. Your phone is your studio, your phone is everything. Okay, so you need your phone. So you need a good camera, but it depends. So you can use an Android phone, or just start with what you have. If you have an Android phone, start with it. If you have an iPhone, perfect. Okay, so let me just give you an example of an Android phone. Here is one. This is a Redmi 14C, and if you check my previous videos, I think from like the second to the last, or when I started from, not the first one, the second one, I used this to film it. It's not that clear. Like, there's a huge difference between this phone and an iPhone. But then you gotta start with what you have, and you don't have thousands of dollars. If you can't break the bank, start with what you have. This is an example of an iPhone. So this is an iPhone 11 Pro. Yes, if I'm not being mistaken, this is an iPhone 11 Pro, and it shoots really good videos, really good videos. And what I'm currently shooting with is an iPhone 15, and I am using the front camera. I wanted to use the back camera, but it was such a struggle. But I would advise you to use the back camera because your videos comes out, clear, comes out really good, really perfect, very sharp, unlike the front one. But I mean, I can't deal with it. The struggle was real. And before you use your camera, endeavor to clean the lens. Sometimes the lens can just get blurry. It's not the phone, it's you. Just have to clean the lens. Okay, next equipment you need a ring light, or let's just summarize everything as lightning. So lightning is very important. If you are using a natural light, it's good, but then if you can afford to get a ring light, that would be a lot better, right? So when I started my YouTube channel, I started off with a 10 inches ring light, right? Before then I went to an 18 inches ring light, and then I advanced to another light that is really good. I can't just remember the name, but I advanced to that. So let me show you what I mean by a ring light. I mean, you guys know what a ring light is. So this is an example of a ring light. Yeah, so this ring light is an 18 inches ring light. So I'll be using this for a year now, more than a year now, and it's still very good. If I turn this on, it is really bright even in the dark, right? And it's even good for beginners because it comes with a tripod, so you don't have to like get a light and then get a tripod stand. Do you understand? And then there's another light I would love to talk about when it comes to lightning. If you're starting off, you can use this. This is a selfie light. If I tell you that this light is fire, is tea. You will not understand, because this light, it is very very bright. There are times that I'll film videos and it's just this light. Let me on it for you. This is how it is. I think you can change it. Oh, I'm reducing it. Okay, I think so. I mean, there's another light overshadowing this, so it's not going to. But it's tea, trust me. Once I use this in darkness, it just elevates everything. So you could get yourself a selfie light or a ring light, or but what I would recommend, right, if you have the money, just go for a ring light, okay? Or you can use the natural light. So like the selfie light is like used for, we are going for parties, night parties, or any party. You could just put it to enhance your video. You're not going to end with a ring light. As you grow, then you get LED lights, the sub box, good camera like the DG Osmo Pocket 6, so you're not going to, you're gonna grow, of course. The next I'm going to talk about right now is tripod. So you need a tripod stand. Yes, you need it to frame your videos. If you're someone that you don't want like shaky videos because it's gonna look unprofessional, right? You need a tripod stand. This is an example of a tripod stand. This one is an example of a tripod stand. And guess what? There's another tripod stand that is strictly for iPhone users, and that's the magnetic tripod stand. It is really good. That's what I'm currently using. I'll put like a video here or a picture here to show you guys. But then this is a tripod stand. I love the magnetic tripod stand because you don't have to like do this. It's stressful. This one, the magnetic, or you just place your iPhone on it, bam, and it sticks and it doesn't pull, right? I love that one so much. But then you can get this one. This is a tripod stand, for both iPhone users and Android users. But the magnetic one is strictly for iPhone users. So I just want to like show you guys what I mean. So let's use this one. So it's really, really, it's very, very tall or long. Yes, because I'm 5'6" and it's way taller than me. So if you're 6 feet, I mean, you can use it. So you need to get yourself a tripod stand, okay? So it prevents your phone from shaking, it helps frame your video properly, and it helps you to stay in consistent angles. If you're working with a budget, right, just go with a ring light because it has a combination of a tripod and a light. But in some cases, I just say go for a tripod, because you might go out and it's just you and you want to film everything. You need a tripod, and you could just get a natural light from that. Yeah, so, but if you can get the two, that would be perfect. Next thing I'm going to talk about is a microphone. So a lot of people just focus on video quality, but then if your audio is bad, it just cracks people up, and then they lose interest in watching your videos because the audio is bad. But if you cannot afford a microphone, I got you covered. All you have to do is to record in an enclosed place. But then, if you can afford it, it will be a lot better because it just makes the work like easy, because the microphone cancels noise, and it makes it so easy and people can hear you clearly, enhances your voice, like makes it clear. I know it's professional, right? So use a microphone, right? So you could start with a lapel mic. Yes, there are mics that you're gonna clip in. You're gonna clip in the mic, and there are mics that are magnetic, like what I'm using. So this is a wireless mic. So you can start with the one with what did I write here? a basic wired lapel mic, so the one that is wired, that has like wire. Okay, but I prefer a wireless mic because it just, you don't have to start dragging wires, plugging it in, so this is a wireless microphone, and this is how it comes. This is it. So, oh, this is it. Yeah, so the other one is plugged in here, and this one is like the second one, right? So it's magnetic. See, you see, so you can put it here, you can clip it in like a wireless mic, and then you charge it right here. Can you see? So it's just best to start with the wireless if you can afford it, but if you can't, you can start with the one that has a wire, and from there you upgrade. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is editing apps, right? You do not need a laptop to edit your videos for now. If you don't have a laptop, you don't need it. You have your phone. That's what I said before. Your phone is everything. Your phone is your studio. Okay, so you don't need a laptop to, maybe as time goes on you can start using a laptop. For me, I've tried using a laptop to edit, but it wasn't just working. I tried using my brother's MacBook to edit, but it didn't work out. I'm like, oh, probably because I'm used to phone, but then the phone is so easy for me. But then start with your phone, okay? So there are apps like CapCut, InShot. Those are like the two major apps that I know, that I use, that works really well for me. I'm not going to lie. CapCut has its pro, InShot has its pro, but the one that is more efficient is the two. But just do what works best for you. For me, what works best for me is InShot, right? But I use CapCut sometimes, but then I'm like, because of I do not subscribe to CapCut Pro, then I use InShot, because of the watermark. But InShot, you can always remove the watermark, but CapCut, no, except you subscribe. So yeah, so you can start editing with CapCut InShot, right? You can add captions to it, you can cut, add clips, overlay, you can add filters, you can add songs, audio, everything, yeah. So that's where your video really comes together. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is your background. To me, you can film anywhere. I'm a lifestyle creator and I film literally anywhere, because you can find yourself today in Texas, you can find yourself today in Morocco, you can find yourself today in a restaurant. I'm even saying countries. Can find yourself today in college, right? So you don't have to have a steady background as a lifestyle creator, you know. So to me, any background works, But if you're into podcasts, you're into, let me just say podcast. They have like their signature thing. Like me, just for me here. I didn't even bother about this. Just put my camera and I'm talking, right? So yeah. So now here's something I want to add to what I've said, and that is you need to have enough storage on your phone. That's very necessary. Always have enough storage on your phone. Let me even advise you, if you want to get a phone, or you're planning to get a phone, please get a phone from 128 gig upwards. In fact, 256 gig upwards, because you're going to make a lot of videos. 256, 512, 512, 1 TB. So just upwards. Even 128, I feel it's even too small. The last one I was using was 128, and I suffered because I was always deleting and deleting. Even now, my storage was full a couple of minutes ago. I had to delete videos, sacrifice and delete videos, just because I wanted to create this video. So just make sure you have enough storage on your phone when you're filming, so you don't get stranded. Then have a power bank. I didn't even talk about it. My bad. Have a power bank. Very necessary, especially if you are in a country or in a place whereby there's no like power. Because for me, that's always lights, always power. They don't take lights here. So I mean, so I get to charge my phone, get to charge all my devices anytime, so I don't worry about when light is coming, when light is not coming. But if you're someone that you don't regularly have light, have a power bank. It's very important. Okay. And have good internet for uploading, and make sure you upload at the highest in HD. Yes, always upload in HD. It's very important to make it really clear. Most important thing is you're giving value, and that's what people want. Value is what people want. People want to enjoy themselves. People want to like watch you. Yeah, so that's the most important thing. Okay, so if this video has helped you, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you feel about this video and what other videos you want me to create next. So we've come to the end. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye.